And I have done some more interviews as well, both Christian and Muslim people. And I think I want to highlight three perspectives about these interviews. First of all, the first thing is to highlight how you give and how you receive. Actually, all the persons talk a lot about that. First of all, the Muslim guy, the surf instructor Kjerrumgaard, was talk a lot about how his family was very poor and they don't have a lot of money, and how they, in the village where they live, they help each other a lot. Also in the religion's name, as a Muslim. And I think that's a very, very good thing to remember, how when you receive something, you also have to give something, and how we take care of each other when we need help. Yeah, and also another Muslim guy, Raya was he called, he has a shop down here at the beach. He also highlighted this perspective, how you give and how you receive. And it's important in the way you treat people, that you also give something and want to be nice to another person, and the person who really needs it. Kjerrumgaard was talking a lot about how you don't eat all the food because you have to give something, and to the poor people in the world and people who are starving, they also have to have something of your food. So it's a way the Muslims use their religion. It's a part of this, that they don't eat themselves full up. They have to get something also. It's a part of giving people in the world also something to eat. So this is really a nice way to see it, I think. And number two is how you see yourself. How it's important to see yourself as first priority. The Raya was talking about how it is important this way you give and receive, but you must see yourself first. It doesn't help that you give a lot to other persons if you don't have anything yourself. And I can relate that to myself, because I'm a lot of person that when I see some people needs help, I really give them help as soon as I can, and I think I see through them, and they come to me and I feel I want to help them, but sometimes I use some of my own energy to help person, and this really, it's exhausting because you use some of your own energy, and it's important that you don't do that, because you have to see yourself first and have to fill yourself up, fill your own glass up before you give some of your glass, some of the water in your glass to another person. And I think it's really, really important to highlight this perspective, and I really want to think a lot about that even more myself as well. Yeah, and the number three is how you use your religion. They talk a lot about how people in the world, how a lot of people are fighting and war, and how they do that in a religion's name. And Raya talk a lot about how this is wrong, how this is so totally wrong to see the religion this way. It's a way they have to see inside themselves, because no religion talk about this. All religions talk about love and kindness and how you have to treat another person in a good way. So the man was talking a lot about how the Muslims maybe have a bad reputation in the world, because we see a lot of these fights all over the world. And he thinks it's so wrong, and it's so sad that you have to generalize people in this way, because it's the person himself that needs to take care of what he have inside. The way you meet another person is how you see yourself, and how you're kind to another person. It's how you have it inside yourself. So when you do that, it's not in the religion's name. It's how you sort it out yourself, and I think it's very important to see that also in the name of peace in the world, because if every man see inside himself before he see out, I think we will get a lot more freedom in the world. Yeah, and this is a very important perspective, I think, and it is important that we also meet each other with kindness. Actually, every people also talk about that I have interviewed. Also, the fruit lady was talking about how it is important in the family to help each other if somebody have to need this help. Yeah, so I think overall this is a perspective in all three perspectives that I want to highlight, how you see another person and how you are kind to another person. Also in the religion's name, we have to see inside ourselves before we can generalize and before we can conclude anything. It's very important to look inside ourselves and see what do I do to get this world a nice place to be in, and how do I take care of myself in all that. Yeah, so yeah, this I want to highlight, and I want to take me with me home. So I think that was all for today, and see you a lot more, and have a happy, nice, sunny day. Thank you.